to a lot. I went into a lot of music groups on Facebook, and I found like one of the biggest ones. Um, so you definitely want to pay attention to how many posts that that group makes a day. You know, if you see something with like 3 or 4 posts a day, like I try to stay away from those. This group in particular had like over 30,000 people. So I started off with just like a simple post. It still, goes in a line of like credit in a sense. But I'm still trying to give acknowledgement to the group, Um, I know it's kind of similar to like the business funding post we had, but like I said, I just want to give acknowledgement to the people. And this was like one of the posts I made, for example. And for everybody that responded to that, that's where you start the conversation off in the message. Um, so here's one of them. There's here's one for example. So um, yeah, like I don't even mention credit like in the beginning, of course. Um, I just try to get to know that person. Uh, just really give them that sense that you're not just trying to hit them up and ask them for something off the top. You just take the time to just build a conversation with them. Um, really ask them about their goals and what they're trying to accomplish to really build up that trust level. Um, so like for even in this example, he was the one that even mentioned credit. Like I haven't even mentioned credit at all. Um, so this conversation just pretty much start off, just telling my story, my goals, because I want to help independent artists and producers because I feel like they don't really pay attention to this side of having a good credit score. And most of the artists and producers, they'll pay for like studio time or buy equipment all out of pocket. So if that's what I want to reach out to these producers and help them with that. Um, so once you get it, build up, get to know them, and I slide in. What you do for a living, and he was looking for a job, um, and he was struggling too. Uh, And so with it just he just made it easy to like people would just make it easy for you to like bring in the next question to like show the business to them. Um, so like I said, like I want to help share uh, the business to people who's in a position to be successful. And like I said, I tell them my goals is to help artists and producers, create another avenue of revenue. So can help some of the stress from funding their career out of their own pocket. And would you be interested in checking it out? And that's uh, one of the things I've done. Um, and I'll say here's another example. Um, I mean, you can feel free to take screenshots of this message. Like this message right here is I don't have any secret sauce for it. I'm sorry if y'all expecting some secret sauce what's been working for me, but it's honestly from the Eric Ward training, and simply once I get them in the room, to just I'm literally just reading the flyers to these people. Um, so yeah, I'll definitely just say take some of your top 3 interests. Find at least 5 Facebook groups and just like really introduce yourself. Let the people see your face a lot, and that like they'll definitely respond to you. If you just be genuine. Um, I know what I was doing before in these examples, like was set up the time, and then I'll like send them a video before we actually go into the meeting. But now the only slight difference now, I try to like set up the time and then just get them in the meeting, and then I'll show them like the videos. Um, and I'm the type where I gotta have like all the information in front of me before a meeting begins. Like I don't like to search around for stuff. Um, I will say, like I say, you're more than welcome to screenshot this message what I've been doing. Um, but with that, I would say create different variations of this message because the last thing you want to do is get on Facebook's radar. You know, when you send out, because we sending out a lot of messages a day. So I would say, go to like Google Documents. You can take this message and create different versions of it. So it won't trigger Facebook to give you that 24-hour ban. Um, so here's like another example of what I've been doing. So I would like create these messages, put them in a text, the text apps where you just, uh, it'll just send out the messages for you. Um, So once I have them in the room, like I said, I have like all my tabs like already loaded up. So if I'm talking to a female, like boom, like I already got a Jada's video up. We show that information. And then um from there, that's when I just go into the flyer, just okay. Yeah, then from there I just go into the flyer and just touch on like certain things she has done. Um, the only difference now, the difference is when I go to the affinity bonus, that's when I bring up, um, I talk about Jamaal right here, uh, about the position of sales director, what his organization is bringing in, and boom, I already got his page loaded up so they can see like these actual people I'm talking about here. Um, the same thing once I get down to the R&R club, that's when I bring in Daryl and Alfred. So I have their pages already loaded up. I don't know why it's not loading up right now, but let's see. Yeah, there we go. So, I got his links loaded up. Um, I know this is probably like one of the quickest presentations, but I mean, like I said, I wasn't doing anything different. Um, once Daryl, when we had that one training with Daryl, just like, just read the flyer. Um, it's just a matter of like I like to have all the information in front of me, and I just try to like really just get them in the room before I show them any videos. Um, and since we're like I said, going back to this, since we're messaging people a lot, you definitely want to pay attention to changing up your variations of your scripts. I got 5 here, and just plug them in to your text replacements. I know you still got that boards app as well, so definitely just copy and paste, put them in, and just change it to whatever Facebook groups you're in. Um, so that's pretty much all I got. Um,
Guys, I want to let y'all know real quick. Um, Gary has actually been one of the top earners. He was number two on the top recruiting agents in the business, and it was only in his second month that he started doing it. I mean, he's been on a hot streak of, it may took him a month and a half to get agents, but he's been promoting his agents to field trainer. He's been assisting them, he's been helping them, and he's definitely had a great success rate and a great rapport by using this same formula and having conversations with people and bringing them to the forefront. And when he brings it to the forefront, but depending on who it is, we set up a call, we set up we get on the Zoom together, and we had a conversation with people. Like literally, for 1 week straight, I think he had over 25 to 30 101 Zooms and I mean they were a lot was so successful. So it's Gary, yeah. So those variations that you got, Gary, can you post those in the groups
Yeah.
and
So I guess the main
and
thing
just
I was, yo, I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead, cause you got it.
Oh wow. I mean, I guess the main thing to take away from is just think outside of like we always want to think about the realtors and the barbers and stuff, but really just think about what do you like? Because there's always going to be a Facebook group for, if you like a certain TV show, there's going to be Facebook groups for that. Your sports teams, and just get to know everybody. And at the end of the day, like there's going to be a lot of people in those groups that need the services or looking for some type of work. So that's all I got for today.
Dope, dope. So you said you good, Gary?
uh yeah, that's all I have for today.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you. Definitely a great training. I hope y'all took some value from that because I mean, again, he's doing amazing things so far in this program. And his ways may be simple, but they're super effective. Just by targeting a person like yourself, attracting the person who you are. So you have better communication, you have better rapport, you have better just just the relationship that you can build with someone who has like interests with you, and and it'll go from there. So definitely thank you for that, Gary. Congratulations on your success, senior field trainer so far, and sales director is right around the corner. So hey, we'll push to make sure that we get that done. All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So look, next person we're gonna have up. This person has definitely been a rock star in the business. Came on, guys, in a short period of time. I'm talking about 3.5 weeks. Got promoted to sales director. Call him Mr. Energy. Always high energy, highly motivated, got a smile on his face. And guys, to paint the picture for you, in that 3.5 weeks of him getting promoted to sales director, he was going to school full time. He was working at a school in the daytime. Went to work at 11 o'clock, I mean, at 7 o'clock at night to go to another job. Worked till midnight then, and still had time to make sales director in 3.5 weeks and keep promoting the business and keep exposing. So, without further ado, Mr. Daniel Leon, sales director, have you made it on the call?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. Good evening, everybody. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Hey, great job, Gary. Keep up the good work, man. I love that. That's definitely some great value you added to the team tonight. Um, yeah, so I'm just here for my testimony, to encourage any new agents that's on board. Let y'all know how realistic and fast success can come when you just put your head down and you take the recipe that Mr. Durrell, Mr. Jamaal has given us, and all the leaders and all the mentors above us have passed down to us. So, like he said, I started this business. I had a lot going on. And my personal story, what made me come on board was trying to get my daughters. I'm a girl's dad. I have two daughters. And one of my daughters, I'm going through the legal system in Florida to get her full time. And as y'all know, if you've ever hired a lawyer, it can get super expensive. And I've been paying for my lawyer since June of last year. So it was a no-brainer for me to come on board and really just try to be super successful with this because I needed that money to pay this lawyer. And just understanding that 80% of the American population needed credit repair, and just understanding that all I have to do is just speak up to somebody, whether I'm in the store, whether I'm in the gym, um, when I'm around family, you know when I was at school, especially when I was at school. And for those that have a 9 to 5, speaking from a personal experience, my 9 to 5 job at the hospital at night, that's where I was signing everybody up at. Because the 9 to 5s, they get stressful. You gotta listen to your boss. If you got a terrible boss, that gets annoying. And just you know, clocking in and moving as somebody else tell you, that gets old. And that just kind of lit my fire. So I was able to easily recruit a lot of people quickly in them 3 weeks, just because there's a lot of people that's like us that really want to be able to move at their own pace and make money the way they want to make it. So I took that, ran with it, and everything else, a short history. I haven't even been in the company 4 months yet, and we definitely pushing towards that RSD. So for any new agents that's on the call, just wanted to let y'all know, excuse me, be encouraged. Show up on these trainings. Um, Definitely, me personally, I recommend that you talk to the person that brought you into the business every single day. That's one thing that I did to be super successful was I was blowing Jamaal up every morning. I talked to Jamaal more than I talked to anybody else. Any of my best friends, even my daughter, I talked to him more than I talked to anybody, just because I wanted to take in the information as much as possible. And like I said, be super successful, super fast. And I encourage all the new agents that's on this call to do the same. Blow your mentor up, blow your upline up, expose the business, pass the rock, throw the assist, and let Jamaal, let Daryl dunk it. You know what I'm saying? Let them bring it home. Let them make the money for you. So that's what I've been doing. That's how I've been able to be successful. And hey, 2022, we up. The whole team, we up. We just gotta again implement that whole thing of just not being afraid to speak to anybody, not afraid to just pause and say, hey, how you doing? Hopping in everybody DMs, you know, hopping in the groups like Gary said. Yo, if you a certain, race, like I'm Puerto Rican, I can't speak Spanish, but I'm in all those Puerto Rican groups. You know what I'm saying? Google Translator, you know, trying to get people to have a conversation with. And I promise y'all, I will copy and paste to that Google Translator and get all my Spanish lingo going and get that recruiting going. Same thing. I'm an R&B head. I'm hopping in all the R&B groups and I'm just messaging them, having conversations. And naturally, those conversations are going to lead to the services. Those conversations are going to lead to, trying to get some money because we all want to make some money. So that's really all I wanted to, share with the group, and all I wanted to, let all the new agents know that, hey, this is really simple. Just follow the recipe. And I think that's all I have for y'all tonight. Jamaal.
Hey, I appreciate that, guys. I think Daniel just pretty much gave y'all a training of his own right there on how he was, became up, started off, and truly became successful with this. Guys, we have a system in place for a reason. If you use the system the right way, you can be successful. It's not rocket science. It's not hard. It's just truly about using the system to get to a point of success. So definitely appreciate that, Daniel. Everything that you dropped right there. Definitely can take that, run with it, guys, implement it. And guys, sales director right there for you. It's right there for the taking. So come in and make it happen. So guys, look, if you don't know me, I've been around for a little bit now. It'll be uh, a year for me in in like 45 days, something like that. So crazy time. It's almost my year mark of being in the business. My name is Jamaal Payne. I'm an executive sales director. I've, truth be told, man, it's been an amazing ride. Since I came on, guys, we've had some high notes and some low notes, but just because of consistency. I've been consistent with this and been able to do some great things. Like they said, I took my mentor's advice. I was consistent. I stayed the course, and because I did such things, I was able to fire my 9 to 5 job because I was working as a financial analyst, and I made more money doing this, working from my phone, working from my computer, and than I ever did working there, and I got paid very well there. So, and it's my first year, and just to be transparent, I think I pulled over 70,000 in my first year doing this. So, guys, you can come on this thing and really do some amazing things in this business. And really really change your life. And that's just the beginning. So and next year we got this, coming up. We got some amazing things coming on. So lock in, be prepared, and be consistent, be hungry, and be coachable. And sky's the limit for what you can have done as well. So with that being said, guys, I want to ask you all this question. If you hey, put a one in the chat if you were on GoPro this past weekend, if you watch GoPro. Put a one in the chat. So we got to see. So a lot of people was on GoPro and got to listen to everything that going on. So if you could pick one thing from GoPro that you thought was the theme of being successful, what would you say that was that one thing? Put that in the chat. What would you say that one thing was? Mindset. I mean, that was perfect. To me, the number one thing that we talked about in GoPro over skill set, like it was like I think only 2 to 3 speakers that focused actually on skill set. The whole other 30 hours was mindset. Everything was about how to be prepared to be successful, how to set your mind up to be successful, what's required of you in your mental to get to the point to where you want to be successful at. So that's what we're going to talk about now. But the part of the mindset that I'm gonna focus on today is something that when we on the training, how many times did y'all hear say, we have a big vision, dream big, like between GoPro, between what Alfred's training the next day, everything was on vision. I gotta have a bigger vision. People said who are millionaires right now, multimillionaires. Hey, if you could change one thing, what would you change? I would dream bigger. I would set my vision higher. So that's what we want to do, guys. So look, I did ask everybody, one thing to bring tonight because I want to set this home for you is to bring a rubber band. You know what I mean? Bring a rubber band with you. So what we're gonna do with this rubber band, we're gonna put it on our wrist, right? Put your rubber band on your wrist right here. You know what I mean? So hey, if you got your rubber band, hey, put your screen on because I want to see if people got that rubber band. Put your rubber band on your wrist because it's an important piece of what we got going on today. Another thing I said, let me see if I got mine. Bring your treat. Bring your thing that you want. So things that may, my favorite candy, Skittles. I love Skittles. Marshawn Lynch over here. So I bought some Skittles with me. So guys, we're gonna use these 2 things to bring home our mindset and our vision. So what I want y'all to do right now, hey, y'all got a pen? We do need some paper and a pencil. So I'm gonna give y'all 2 or 3 minutes to grab a paper and pen because we definitely gonna need that. So go ahead and grab that again. But also, if you do not have a rubber band on your wrist, grab that rubber band. And
Got my rubber band, got my Reese's.
hey, hey, I like Reese's too. Peanut butter and chocolate, a mean combination.
Already.
So guys, yeah, go ahead and if you could cut your screen on, if you're in the position where you can show yourself, because yeah, we're gonna make this. We're gonna have a little fun tonight. And we give 2 more minutes. 9:35. We're gonna get started. Hey guys, if it's your first time on this training, appreciate you. Glad for showing up, guys. To the people who back on the training from a while, man, welcome back. Good to see y'all. A few names, faces I ain't seen in a while. So, but yeah, yeah, get that piece of paper, pencil, rubber band, and a snack of your choice. We got 1 more minute. A couple more seconds, and we'll get going. All right, all right. 9:35. I hope you got your paper, pencil. Hope you got your rubber band. I see you. I see everybody with their rubber bands up. You know, rubber band man like we TI around here. Rubber bands, rubber bands. So look, guys, what I want you to do, because you know, a lot of us have a negative thought process that we can't make whatever we want to have happen. So I want you to put what negative thing that you feel is preventing you from reaching your vision. So what's the main thing that's stopping you in the chat that's preventing you from meeting your vision? So
You say put it in the chat?
yeah, put it in the chat right now. Put it in the chat. I just want to see it real quick. Put it in the chat with the number one thing that's preventing you that you think from reaching your vision, from reaching your goals. All right, guys. So look, put those in the chat. See what I want y'all to do though? With those rubber bands around your wrist, mine was max effort consistently. Say that. Max effort consistently. I want you to pat yourself on the wrist. Every time that you have something negative in your mind, I want you to say it out loud. And every time you say it, max effort consistently. Boom, pop yourself on the wrist. That's a negative thought process. So what we want to do is we want to associate any negative thing that's keeping you from being successful with a negative action. So guys, look, we want everything to be positive. We want everything to be heading us toward our vision. So any negative thought that's going to stop you, hey man, reach back and remember every time, hey, not max effort consistently. Boom. Popping myself on the wrist about it. And it's going to stick. It's going to be that thing that's going to consistently stay in your mind. When you're not giving max effort consistently, it's going to be a negative connotation with that. But on the opposite end, you know what I mean? Which is what we got the treat for. When you're doing what you need to do. When you go into bed at night and you have gave it a max effort. And when you have did things necessary to get your vision, you have made your post, you have talked to your 100 people, 50 people, whatever it is that you've spoken to, you know, you have closed your agent, you have closed your customer, you can reward yourself. You know what I mean? You can do something that, you know, to have a small treat or something that's going to help you get there. So, look, let's pull out our papers and I want to do a quick exercise real quick. Guys, I want everybody to just take 30 seconds. Uh, Close your eyes, guys. Close your eyes real quick. Take 30 seconds. So I want you to visualize, you know, everybody close their eyes real quick. I want you to visualize yourself as your optimal self. I want you to visualize, you know what I mean? So take 30 seconds to visualize you at your optimal, where you are, what personal goals you are meeting at your optimal self. When you in your complete vision, visualize the personal goals, the relationships, where you want to be in life, you know, the people you know what I'm saying, the person that you are, character traits that you have. I want you to visualize you doing those things, you speaking, you know, if you want to be a great speaker, visualize you speaking to people. If you want to be, you know, around touching lives, visualize you doing that. You know, if you want to be married, visualize you walking down the aisle with your husband. I want you to seriously visualize not what you know, I don't want it don't need to be in a great detail, but it just needs to be, you know, but the details will come as you keep doing this. But right now, just try to get that picture in your mind of the person that you want to be. So really think about that. So look, let's grab our pencils, and for the next, 5 minutes, I dropped my pen. Write what you seen, but do not pick up your pen just for 5 minutes straight. Write what you seen for yourself. Write what you visualize. Write those things out on the paper. The person that you want to be. Let's go. The object is don't pick up your pen, just write. Don't think about it, just continuous writing. So put a one in the chat when you finish. So let me know we can proceed. So guys, you can mute your mic, but what I want you to do is now go through and actually say those things out loud that you want to be, and then take a piece of your treat, the thing that you like, and take a bite of that. I want you to associate number positive, a positive feeling, with actually living that, making it happen. So we're gonna do a positive association of what we got in our minds, and we making those things happen. We're gonna start rewarding ourselves, even though it's small, by thinking big and thinking the right thoughts. You still can reward yourself because we are what our thoughts are. We are, the product of our own imagination. And the bigger we can dream and the bigger we can live up, to making those things happen, the more it's going to come true. So, guys, you can mute your mics. Say to yourself what?
I can't hear you.
I say, say your what your vision is, and then I'm gonna have a couple Skittles with mine, and I'll do the same, okay?
Okay.
Miss Yvette, go ahead and enjoy your treat.
Okay. Can I say the whole thing or I have to wait? I have to just
I'll say the whole thing. You go ahead. You can say it.
Okay.
You can mute your mic though. Everybody ain't got to hear it though, but you can if you want to.
I want everybody to hear this because we all about to eat. Okay. Me walking down the aisle, smiling, looking my husband in the eyes and saying I do. Me walking across the stage and walking and introducing my audience as saying to my audience, introducing my team as my family who helped me get to where I am. My church family and through a community outlook program, each one help each other to grow, which helps our community. And then it goes on the outside, which in every family is helping everyone to grow. And then we able to have funerals, our family able to leave their home to their grandchildren and their inheritance, as well as the people able to open a business in their communities and neighborhoods, and everybody gets to live comfortable life, and we can all love each other after that.
Hey,
That's
I like that.
it.
Have you picked the
Amen to
husband?
that.
What did the
I
husband
can
look
get
like?
behind.
I like that too.
What did the husband look like?
He have great hair.
Let's see.
So, um, so guys, I mean, again, we want to have a little fun with this, but setting your vision is truly one of the hardest things that we do. Because people who are now millionaires, truly, 10-figure earners, still say the biggest mistake they made was they didn't set their vision big enough, and it prevented them from growing at the rate they should grow. They grew at the rate that they thought they could, and then when they got there, probably quicker than what they thought they were. They could have been further along if only they thought they could have done it. So next, I want y'all to take, everybody good? Everybody finished with that? So next, guys, I want to take 2 minutes to write. Oh, hold on, my bad. So I want y'all to, with the list that y'all did make, put a time limit on when you see those things happening. So what time? So if you see a year or 2 years, if it's anything under a year, put a year. If it's anything over from 1 to 5 years, put a 5. If it's anything over that, put a 10. But put those things beside it, right? So we have a time for it. How we're trying to have those, when we see those things coming to fruition. All right. Hopefully everybody's finished with that. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take 2 minutes. Consistent writing. Don't pick up your pen. Don't do any of that. So you're gonna take 2 minutes to write about what you aspire to be in life. You could write about, like truly, if you were doing something that's changing the world, what do you aspire to be as a person? What is your infinite freedom, your infinite mindset, your infinite goal that you want to achieve in life? What would that be? And I want you to say two paragraphs, just one paragraph form, and just write that out. Y'all can start right now. God, I'm here talking to myself. So
Oh, I
that
didn't
was
hear.
we finished with that. So look, again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna speak this into existence. We're gonna say the positive things that we want to aspire to. Uh, you know, again, hey Daryl,
Yes,
you in a
sir.
position to speak? Uh, you know, you the leader, and you know a lot of us aspire to be in the position that you are in. Uh, is yours available for where you can speak it into existence? I mean, can you speak it out loud to everybody?
Yeah, I really just wrote two things down: become a billionaire and rebuild the black community across the world. Basically, yeah, just helping people become their best selves that's been at a disadvantage, and that's feel like that's my life purpose.
Oh, eat the chocolate.
Absolutely. Yeah, that pretty much sums that up pretty much in a nutshell.
Yeah, man. So
Well,
that's dope.
they got hers ready too. I think her and Daniel got theirs ready.
I
Who is
do.
that? Go ahead, Yvette. Let me hear. Let me hear it. Let's go.
Okay. I want to open up a children's center in the Black communities for children that's in like Beverly Hills and all the nice neighborhoods. They have really, really nice centers for children that they don't have in our communities. And I want to put them in our community to show our children the same thing that they have that exists. And also, my main dream has always been my life is to open up a cemetery garden and to have like a flower garden and sell the flowers, have a fruit and vegetable garden and sell, sell the fruit. And it's for a cemetery though, but that's my major goal in the whole entire world is to have a cemetery garden.
Hey, eat that candy. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful. So I mean, guys. So this is what our goal is. So we setting the vision for the people that we want to be. We setting our purpose for what we trying to do. So again, we're not gonna be caught up in a position where we're not dreaming big enough because we truly living in our imagination, and then we're gonna make those things happen. All right. So next, what thing we're gonna do again? We're gonna take 5 minutes, and I want y'all to take this real serious. 5 minutes to write down everything that you want to accomplish in your career. And if it's a career change or something else that you want to do, if it's a career, it doesn't have to just be UWE, but in your whole career, titles, monetary, how many people you want to help, whatever that is. 5 minutes. Take that time to truly write down what you want to do in your career. Go ahead. All right. Hey, put a one in the chat when you finish, but we'll give it another minute. And again, so again, say, it's gonna be about you. Again, speaking this into existence. Speak your career into existence. I'll share mine. We always got somebody sharing, and then whatever you bought to snack on, to that treat. You know, if you like to take a shot, take a shot. But whatever it is that you wanna do. So mine is basically Pinnacle Vice President. I want to mentor 10 millionaires. I want to host my own podcast on financial literacy, including clothing merch to go with it. Make $100 million in my business. I want to start real estate. I mean, I will start real estate. Uh, I want to be a mentor for 10,000 people. I will be on stage at GoPro. I'll be the greatest business person from my hometown. I will celebrate my team's wins, big and small, and I'll live to be. And I will be the inspiration for a group of children who started off and didn't have much. So those are my business aspirations. So I'm gonna take my treat. Anybody else want to share theirs that hasn't shared already? Anybody else want to go? What is your business aspirations?
I'll go.
Go ahead, Leon.
Um, I want to reach the pinnacle title. I want to be a millionaire. I want to open up a school, but it's going to be a special school. It's going to be a charter school that's not only you can go through K through 12, but it's also a sports complex. So while you're getting educated, you're also becoming what we call physically literate. And now that I'm in this, we might as well go ahead and add financial literacy to that as well. Um, I want to buy land in Puerto Rico, have an Airbnb, some timeshares in Puerto Rico. I want to start and be successful in real estate. I want to open up my own sports betting business. I want to open up my own dog breeding business. And I want to invest and have a diverse portfolio, get into crypto. And I want to be able to have the ability to pay for all my kids' college funds if they choose to go to college. And I want to buy my mom and dad a house. That's it.
Hey, I respect that. That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna put a fire in the chat for that one. Thank you for sharing, man. Thank you for sharing. So, guys, this is not to be melancholy and anything like that, but truly, you got to know what you're trying to reach, man. You can't reach a target that you can't see. So you got to see your vision. And Daniel, I want to, you know, you about to reach pinnacle. You about to be a lot more than a millionaire. So, hey, reach them numbers out there. We being, you know, hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Billionaire. We trying to make it happen. So look, live in your imagination. Uh, so next, guys, I want you to do the same thing we did on the first time. Put a time limit on when you're trying to make that happen. If it's less than it's a year or less, put a one in it. If it's you know between 1 and 5 years, put a five on it. If it's more than 5 years, put a 10 on it. All right, guys. So look, we got one more to do just to set the environment and leave it. I mean, on a positive. Now, the last thing we're gonna do, again, we're gonna close our eyes for 30 seconds. So, guys, go ahead, close your eyes for 30 seconds, Daniel. And what you want to do, like for real, is just think about, truly imagine the lifestyle that you'll be living, making these things happen. So I want you to envision yourself in, in the car that you see yourself envisioning. You driving that car. I want to see you envision yourself the house that you have, the lifestyle that you'll be living. If you like to travel, envision where you're traveling to. Envision the things that you're seeing, the people that you're meeting, who you talking to. I want you to really, really, truly think about the lifestyle and that you have and how you see it. And see yourself in there. And so now let's take, 4 to 5 minutes, however long it take. Write down what you've seen. Write down the places you visited. Write down, if you've seen a certain car, write down that car. Write down the vision that the lifestyle that you'll be living when you in your optimal you. You guys put a one in the chat when you finish. All right. So again, we're gonna do the same exact thing we did before. Anybody want to volunteer to say, what the lifestyle that they see themselves living? Who has not went? Anybody want to volunteer? Nobody.
I go.
Anybody ask you? Gary, you gonna go? Hey, Gary, you got it?
Uh, let's see. Trying to multitask here. Let's see. I got my large driveway. I got my 3-car garage. I got my Tesla in one garage. I got my Audi Q4 Sportsback. I got my swimming pool in the back. Um, and mainly I spending my time traveling around the world for real.
What countries? What countries, man? What countries you gonna make it to?
Let's see. Definitely Paris. Um, it's something about Brazil. Like it's something like I want to be able to, because I'm still like trying to teach myself Spanish. So I definitely want to go somewhere where, Spain, where I can at least attempt to practice my what I've learned.
They speak Portuguese. I just want to throw that out there, but um,
Yeah, but I'm saying.
hey man, I love it, man. I love it. Anybody else want to share how the lifestyle that they see themselves living? Hey, so look, that's what we're gonna do again. 1 through 1, we're gonna put a number on that. How soon we want to make those things happen? How fast do you see yourself making those things happen? 1, if it's a year or less. If it's 1 to 5 years, put a 5. If it's over 5 years, put a 10. So, all right. So look, all these 3 lists that we did make, what I mean, the ones that are in 1, I really want y'all to focus in on those. The things that you're trying to make happen in 1 year, like we need to really put those on the vision board this year, where we can see them every single day. And because those things that we're doing in the 1 that we can make happen and come to reality in 1 year, those are going to things that's going to take us to the next level and get to those things that's going to happen in 5 years, which is going to then take us to the level that's going to happen in 10 years. So, I want to appreciate y'all for that. I know this is a little different than normal trainings, but I really want everybody to, to understand the importance of having those visions and really, 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 focusing on making those things happen. And the goal still, I think, like, when Eric Roy said, we need to, double what we need to have and double that. The time limits that we put these things on, we probably need to cut those in half as well. Because we really envision getting those things done in half the time of what we say and our thought process, we can do that. We are who we think we are. We live when we think we live. So start putting the effort behind it to make these things happen. There's not a goal on my list, and I got some pretty far goals that I can't make happen. Not a one. It's just me putting the effort toward and making it happen. And now thinking and knowing that I have the vehicle in this business to go ahead and make these things happen. I have a vehicle where I can make $100 million in this business. I'm coming in at the opportune time to where I can do that. I'm in a vehicle right now where I can make enough money where I can start my own school for young men to learn how to be gentlemen and learn how to live in properly and can dream big. And I have the vehicle where I can do that. So currently we are in a vehicle right now where you can live the dream that you want to live and do the things that you want to do. You just have to apply it, really believe it. So that means you got to believe in yourself. For you to believe in your vision, you got to believe in you. So I want y'all to think about that tonight. Tomorrow, Maine is doing a vision board party that he's going to be promoting. And I wanted to definitely do this to kind of lead up to that, because now you got it on paper, the things that you want to aspire to be, the person you want to aspire to be, the lifestyle you want to have, what you want to achieve in your business. So put those things on the vision board so you can see them every day you walk across them. Put those in your affirmations. When you wake up in the morning, be grateful for the place that you are in right now, but work your butt off to get to the places that you're trying to get to and make these things happen in real life. So I hope you got some value from this. It definitely was a straight mental exercise and a mental training, but living your dreams, living your vision, and then do everything you can to first know that it's going to happen. Don't hope it's going to happen. Know what's going to happen, and then use the energy that you can to make sure that it does happen. So that's it for me. Um, y'all have a good night. Hopefully you got some value from it, and yeah, we'll go from there. Good night.